Now it's sold out tomorrow night, just under 14,000, under 14 according to Bob Belber, general manager of the Times Union Center, sent us some numbers, and it's going to be a party as the Arena Football League returning. Last time it was here, it was 1999 World Championship right here, and touchdown Eddie Brown was the star, greatest player in the history of the Firebirds. Greatest player in the history of the Arena Football League, will retire his number at halftime on Saturday night. And Touchdown Eddie Brown joins us here on Big Board Sports 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio. Touchdown, Roger Weiland, Chris Honorado. Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm back home, just enjoying myself. So it's a monumental moment.
There's no doubt it is, and I asked you the question for TV last night. I'll ask you this morning. Has it set in yet as to what is going to happen tomorrow night with your number 17 going to the rafters at the Times Union Center, and what will your emotions be like tomorrow night?
Well, I don't know where my emotions are going to take me tomorrow night. I'm excited. I'm elated. I'm humbled. Just all different words. I don't know if I'm going to break out dancing. I don't know if I'm going to break out crying. I have no idea of how I'm going to be. But to come back to Albany, Empire coming back, everyone supporting it. We got a sellout crowd. The community done realized this is real. They've jumped on board. Having my kids next to me, it's an awesome moment for me, as well as my family and my Albany community family as well.
Eddie, what were the glory days like? Just for those who don't remember, who don't know, or new to the area, what was it like those years playing for the Firebirds and winning that world championship?
It was awesome because it just wasn't. It was not a championship just for the team. It was a community-earned championship. And just that day, the electric that was just in the community, all the surrounding areas, people coming from everywhere, they helped us to win that championship. It was a community championship. The atmosphere was awesome. The block parties and all was sold out. You know, that's just something that everyone looked forward to. And if you look at what we have going on now, back then you had families that they were coming to the Firebird games was what the family did on Saturdays. Now those kids that were kids, they have kids now, and these are the things that they're going to do with their family. So it's just a family-oriented community, and just so proud to see the Empire bring back football here, and I think a lot of very, very good things are going to happen.
The great Touchdown Eddie Brown with us here on Big Board Sports and 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio. Eddie, I know you said you don't know if you'll dance or you'll cry, but I'm wondering, will you have a speech prepared, or will this be something that you just kind of go from the heart and from the mind when you address the crowd tomorrow night?
Well, I've never been a speech-oriented guy. I kind of like go off the hoof, because it's more real that way and it's more genuine. So I'm just going to go with genuine and go from there. I just hope I can get it out. You know, I'll have my daughter, Jada Brown, next to me. I'll have my son, Antonio Brown, next to me. So just to be able to have them with me, I'm going to go off the cuff. You know, I'm going to try not to cry, but it's just a great moment, you know, and when you can share it with the community that basically raised you, and then your kids that were babies can enjoy the moment with you. It makes it special, especially as a father, as a player, all that.
Touchdown, it's going to be you and I again attached at the hip as we were so many times back in your glory days. And I got to tell you right now, I will not have a script with me on the field. Just give me the microphone and let's roll with this. So you and I will be doing the same thing, a little ad-libbing, but it'll all be coming from the heart. I can tell you that.
Which is good because, you know, we've been there, and just to have us still around and it come back again, the success that's going to go on tonight, all the hard work, the Empire, their staff, all their workers have been putting in. Coach Keith, the football team, the players, just the whole organization, just the work they put in for this moment. And I think the reward is evident. Sold out crowd.
Eddie,
Me and you back together. 99 championship team, banner, jersey.
It really does. It doesn't get much better.
did you ever think you'd be with Weiland at the Times Union Center again, Eddie?
Honestly, I never thought I would, but me and Roger, we go way back. We've been always great friends, nothing but love about both our professions and how we've always worked with each other. So just to, have a familiar face, handling the microphone, and announcing everything for me, it's awesome. But I gotta say, without going any further, there's no one better than Joe Hennessy announcing me. But if Roger has to do it because of circumstances, I welcome Roger because he's also like family to me as well.
Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. And you know what? You bring up Joe Hennessy, the late great Joe Hennessy. There's no better voice and no better person. And we both are preaching to the choir on that. Joe Hennessy was phenomenal. Passed away several years ago. Really good friend of mine. Really good friend of yours. And his voice back in those days when he yelled touchdown, man, he got that crowd pumped up, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He was the first one to start the touchdown Eddie Brown. I think my very first game, I had scored 6 touchdowns, and he just kept going, touchdown Eddie Brown, because I had scored so much and it just stuck. But it was his idea that he took and ran with it, and he's moved on to bigger and better things. And to have you, Roger, step in and do it, it's still a major honor, and I'm just so humbled and privileged.
Eddie, I want to go back to this dancing. Who's got the better moves, you or Antonio? I mean, I saw Antonio on Dancing with the Stars. He can move.
Love it.
Hey, I think I'll put it like this here. In the Arena Football League, there was no boundaries with me dancing and what I was able to do. In the NFL with my son, there are boundaries. So I don't think we can fairly judge it because he has boundaries that prevents him from doing different things. I had no boundaries. So I can go beyond anywhere that anyone can imagine. He has boundaries and cannot. So I don't think we can make a fair judgment until the boundaries are taken off him.
Eddie, I can't wait to hook up with you. I'm bringing my family, and Eddie, I'm bringing my younger son Brady with me, and he's 11, loves to play football. He is so pumped up to meet you and to meet Antonio. So can't wait to get this thing rolling tomorrow. And of course the block party begins at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Awesome. I'm excited as well. I think, the one thing you'll get from my son, AB, is, he really loves to, say a few words to encourage any kid that we can encourage to do positive and do great things. So that's the one thing that we try to do in everything we're doing everywhere we go. And, we're going to try to do that as well tomorrow.
Well, listen, enjoy your day, man. I know you don't have many days where you can just absolutely do nothing. I don't think you have any more media avails today, so we won't bug you the rest of the day. Enjoy it. I think you're going to go out, maybe watch Jada do some sporting events today, which is phenomenal, and then enjoy tonight and sleep in again tomorrow.
Yeah, now, don't you forget, you need to do a story on my daughter. She's doing some phenomenal things up in Mechanicville now. She's Jada Brown, You need to do a nice story on her. I'll return the favor. But
no, listen.
Do a nice story on her.
The thing is, it's not like we would be like, oh, we have to. We should do the story. She's a tremendous athlete.
Ridiculous track athlete.
She's well deserving, no matter what, of a story on Jada Brown. I can tell you that, Eddie. So yeah, don't worry, and we'll send you a copy for sure.
Definitely. Then make sure you tell her I love her. I'm proud of her when you do the story.
I will, Eddie. I appreciate it, man, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you, and you guys have a great day, and thank you for all the support and everything you've been doing over the years, Roger. I love you. Keep it going, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
All right, right back at you, Eddie. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Eddie.
it.